Weekend Broadcast Nation, welcome back. Today is the final September 15th of 2023, part 2. Now, my view on the... Is my hat? Let's do that. My view on the whiskey...
Jack Daniels, which happens to be...
Which was... I'm not done yet, John. Which was expensive and all that. It went down... Your first 2 shots were pretty rough. It wasn't smooth at all.
Single Barrel Select.
Yeah. But it
Tennessee whiskey.
It wasn't smooth. I've got a video of John.
It is extremely
tough. The first 2 shots were tough. I'm drinking it now. The first 2 shots were tough.
Hi, everybody. We're looking at this, which is Jack Daniels, single barrel. The thing is with Jack is it is an extremely... What's the best way to put it, Everett?
Not for a beginner.
It's not for... That's the best way to put it. It's not for a beginner. It's 47%,
for anyone,
which is...
Look, wow. If you've... Look, yeah, so if you've not been, I don't know, acclimatized to doing what we do, you might want to mix with water or ice or whatever, but...
Yeah, you might want to dilute it just a little bit.
I can do it straight.
This is...
Hi, I'm Optimus Prime.
What the fuck is that?
Transform.
Excuse me while I transfer into Bumblebee, okay?
What is that?
I'm getting a text message. But anyway,
Oh, so your phone?
Jack Daniels, this particular whiskey, because it's not a bourbon, all right, which is, we've said, basically said this on numerous occasions, which is an American term. It is a whiskey that is extremely powerful.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about
that.
that.
Shots burn.
Your first couple of shots are going to give you, oh my God, what am I drinking? But it is one of those that will, the more you drink it...
Wait, stop. Back up. Give me. So, what John's talking about is watching me. The thing is, John only had 1 shot. I've been drinking it since, and truthfully, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for the reason that it goes down too powerfully. I don't want to give it a thumbs down, but it is not an easy thing to put down your throat.
If you are somebody that is getting into the whiskey realm or the bourbon realm, it is not a whiskey that is not recommended for somebody who's not an experienced bourbon or whiskey drinker.
Correct.
The bottom line here is it is an extremely powerful
and look, the price
whiskey.
The
price tag is not cheap in any way, shape, or form.
I'm looking at Buffalo Trace and bourbons we talked about.
When you're looking at introductory bourbons or whiskeys, such as Buffalo Trace or Wild Turkey or whatever the situation, this is not it.
Are half the price, and
this
only 2%.
Is something that is going to knock your socks off. All right, and it is one that will basically put you on your butt if you're not an experienced bourbon or whiskey drinker. Is it flavorful? Yes. Is it wonderful to drink? There's no doubt.
Well, again, John.
But it is. Hang on just a second.
Again, about that, I had it, John, not. Yeah, it's flavorful, but the problem is the alcohol is overpowering. And if you're, again, not an experienced whiskey drinker, then it might be too much. Like, I would not give it to my son, who's 20 years old, and say, go ahead, because he'd be probably an unenjoyable experience. All the young guys think they can do it, but it is not.
This is not for an unexperienced bourbon or whiskey drinker. This is someone who, this is a whiskey or, something like, you have to be basically bought into the realm and it had experience when it comes to drinking this, because it's not something that a rookie would turn around and say, okay, yeah, I can do this. No, you can't. This is a whiskey that is for an experienced, well,
That was off beer.
There you go. That should tell you.
That was beer. That was beer.
That should tell you something right there.
That was beer, John.
It is a whiskey that is for someone who is.
You okay?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was beer, by the way, people.
It is a whiskey that is for someone who is spent some time.
You sound like Donald Trump, have been.
I know, right?
Is that your thoughts
Donald
are not
Trump.
coherent at all. Just rambling
Whatever.
off one word after the
Anyway,
other.
don't mind me. But anyway, it's a very flavorful drink. It is a whiskey that is meant to be sipped.
All right. Hold on.
It's not a whiskey that's meant to be smashed back. Because hang on just a second. Everett is like doing this.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
All right. So, again, not for the inexperienced drinker. Not. I could do it. Truth be told, if I do drink whiskey again or whatever tomorrow night, I wouldn't do that one. I would do Buffalo Trace or Bull Bourbon or whatever. But this would not be my first choice tomorrow night because it is just very strong and very powerful, and it'll knock your shoes off if you go.
It is one of those whiskeys that needs to be tasted by someone who's been more than just a novice at doing this. It is for someone who has been basically taken into the whiskey and
the whiskey and
bourbon world, who has spent some time.
The Bourbon Bible.
The Bourbon Bible says,
but
okay.
But they don't give you the whole truth that it's actually typical. The first few drafts or grams really are burning down your throat. I've got a video of John choking after having one.
Yeah, really.
And so that's how you can take it. Now, will it give you a buzz? Of course it will. Will it give
yes,
you?
Of
course. Yeah, it will. It will, of course. And if you are an experienced drinker, it shouldn't make you ill or anything. But would I get it again? No. My opinion.
I'm here
no.
to tell you that if you were someone who has enjoyed Jack Daniels, whether it's the number 7 Tennessee sipping whiskey, or if you want to graduate to this, then I can understand it. But for someone who's a novice, who's never been involved in this, the bottom line is Jack Daniels, this particular one, you need to spend some time exploring the tastes, the effects,
Sounds like you're procrastinating, John, from saying
No, I'm
thumbs
not
down.
procrastinating.
Just
not
say
going. I
thumbs
would
down.
never put it thumbs down. It's Jack Daniels, which everybody knows is a standard when it comes to whiskey. Jack Daniels is brilliant. There's no doubt about it. It is one of those things that you turn around and you look at it and go, "Oh my God, this is amazing." But this particular Jack Daniels, unless you're experienced at actually finding out what it's all about, this is not for a novice in any way, shape, or form. The bottom line here is you need to spend time experiencing the full flavor, the full ambiance of Jack Daniels to realize what this is all about. Because if you're a novice going into this, guess what? You're about to find something that you don't want any part of.
Yeah, it's like
It is
like
an
going,
amazing whiskey. It's a Tennessee sipping whiskey. There's no doubt about it. You don't slam this back. You don't turn around and take shot after shot after shot, because you're going to find yourself in a place that you don't want to be. But this is something amazing. It's something brilliant. It's something very tasteful, and you will enjoy it if you're an experienced whiskey drinker.
Man. So, John's point of view is always valid, but in my point of view, you can't fall off the floor. You'll find out if you have too much of that. There's nowhere to go but down. Once you hit the floor, drinking,
There's no
and
other
you will,
ways but
and you
up.
will. There's no other ways but up. But I cannot give it a thumbs up because it's too powerful.
It's too powerful
It's
for
too
the
powerful.
novice.
Yeah, for novice. Yeah.
All right,
But,
for the experienced whiskey
yeah.
drinker, you
But-
will enjoy it. You will find it flavorful.
Okay.
You will find a great finish
okay.
on it. But the
Okay,
bottom line,
those
it's
are-
not for someone who's just starting out.
Those are our 2 views, and everyone have a great night. We'll see you next weekend on what's the 22nd?
What's the date today?
15th.
Yeah, a week from now will
All
be
right.
the 22nd.
Everyone have a great night. Weekend bar top out. The bar top is closed.
Don't drink and drive. Be responsible. Everybody have a good time.
All right. Good night, guys.